Hello, everybody! Hello! It's me, Tokkuri Yashi! We are here a little late. Few problems with the VPN getting the game open this time. Anyway, we are back today for a quick stream. I don't intend this stream to be very long. We're just going to be having a look at Special Dungeon Day 5 today. Thought we would do it as a stream instead of just a video. Because, well, it will be quicker, it'll be easier, and it may take a bit longer than a usual video, but hopefully we won't run into too many difficulties with this. So let me know how you've been doing with your special dungeon. So let's jump over then to the special dungeon. Day 5 is the most difficult of the days. If you have been beating boss 10 every day, if you made it here by now, then you have probably got quite a few of the rewards. So let's jump in. How was day 4 for everybody? A little bit of a preemptive test for day 5. But I'm gonna look at day 4. I don't think we're going to be running into too many problems as long as the jumping power is not too much. What it does seem like they have been doing with this iteration of Special Dungeon is trying to wear out your multiple target teams. And, well, as you can see, the rewards here a little bit different as well. They are giving us some good rewards for 50 clears. In previous ones, 45 clears was where you would get the best rewards. So there is incentive to try and get to 50. If you can. These 4 pieces of equipment though, they are a little bit redundant these days, I suppose, and they're very, very, very hard to get. I don't know whether that make them easier to get now, seeing as the X5 equipments are easier to get than them. Anyway, like I was saying, the last 3 bosses are all multiple targets. I suspect what they're trying to do is wear out our multiple target options, so that makes the Twin Knights more difficult. Anyway, we get to skip the first 5 stages like we know, so let's jump in. There is a few teams that we can go for to flatten these, I'm pretty sure. Although, on day 4, here's some information that came in. Aira cannot withstand having Nana's taunt put on her against the final boss, so I think I'm going to concentrate on fire, water, and wind, and dark is a backup for me. So for this fight, I mean, let's go with for fire. This is the kind of team that I've been using for this so far. Now we can put Nana in if we can find her. And then, what tanking option do we want? I've actually put Muimi in front. I suppose if it's single tagging like this, Cannon will be fine. But Muimi might be a good option as well on this team. But then Aira has the taunt put on it, and then she could die. So let's put Cannon in. I haven't used Cannon up since the first day. If I can find her, that is. Where are you, Cannon? Stop hiding at the corners. Right. Let's fire this one off. The last 3 fights are the ones that we're really interested in. I think stages 6 and 7 are not mega difficult, but we will see how much of an upgrade they have been given for day 5. They did actually collapse under the pressure previously, so we need to keep an eye on this, because what we don't want to do is lose members of this team. They are getting a little bit more, so maybe this could be a little more tricky, which is why we are streaming this instead of just doing a video, because the video could have gone a long time unless I just edited it out. Right, we finally got through to the Wolf Garg. I wouldn't even, and he melts. And he melted under Aira pressure and Cannon pressure. There we go. So, not too difficult there with that team. So maybe if you could build that team, not a problem. I'm sure there are many teams that could take out this boss. So let's move on to our very poor. It is a taco. It is an octopus, isn't it? That gets eaten alive by Pecorine. Would you like to be eaten alive by Pecorine? Anyway, maybe we should try a different team for this. We've seen how strong Fire Physical is. And I haven't used any Dark at all in this, so how about for this we try a Dark Magic team? We'll probably still be tanking it with Violet. I mean, it's more single target, so perhaps we could put in Princess Carol. Where is she? And Echidna. We'll have those two. And then who's going to be our last choice? Probably Nenica, the Alpha Nenica. This team should be able to take out our taco friend here. I suppose Violet and Aries might be handy for the final boss if we have to go into, say, a fourth team. We really don't want to lose them here either. A little bit of multiple target damage is always handy when they put these ads in as well. Octoskid is going to be skidding now. Over and over the back out button just in case we have a nightmare. Hopefully we're not going to have a nightmare with this. Yeah, look at this. Plenty of damage. There we go. Not a problem at all. So these first two fights, I didn't think it was a problem. Now we're getting into things that are a little more difficult. Now, I'm going to use the teams I used on day 4 for these because it looked like I had plenty of time left over. So maybe they can beat them on day 5. If not, I may end up having to back out because I wanted to use these teams that I'm going to use here and here. On the final boss, I managed the £2 final boss, Twin Knights, yesterday. So with 3 teams, I think we should be covered for today. So we don't want to lose these. So for this time, I decided to go ice versus ice. And we went multiple targets, water magic with Yukino. And Sono, now we have a... we have Sono. Of course we have... well, you could have ice cream, so kind of ice. With Summer Ameth there. And then we had... I did actually tank with S.A. Ruka. For whatever reason, S.A. Ruka is there. And the final member of the team, Ninon. Summer Ninon. There we go. So, with this team then, I think we should be able to just about beat Frosthound here. Going ice versus ice. Well, at least Bukin over there with the ice. We're doing plenty of damage here, yep. I've been seeing that I didn't have Sono for so long. I'd forgotten that she actually is multiple target with her damage as well. Even though it's not much, she does still hit all enemies. Oh no, Ninon's down! Now is that a bad thing? Because I don't want to... That kind of maybe is a bad thing. Because I wanted to use this team against Twin Knights. So, perhaps what we're going to do here then, we'll take Nina out because she goes down, and we'll put in some Nanika. If some Nanika goes down, then maybe we'll not be as bothered. Okay, go, go, go! Give us a show, everybody. Let's get just get this on the road. So we've already had a little bit of trouble with this Frosthound. So it's it been one of those days. I don't know. Is it being one of those days? Okay, okay. Well, it's looking like it could be a little bit close by the end of this. We definitely don't want Nanika to go down because we need air damage. And then we certainly don't want to lose the whole team. if we're going to do that, we may end up going to try and run some backup team, because the time is running down a little bit here. Hovering over this menu button here. Ready to back out if we are a little bit. They don't have a training for this. There's no training, which is a bit of a shame. Nanaka being a character with a unique equipment 2, maybe she is a little tanky here. We've only got 4 seconds to go. Surely we've got him. There we go. Frosthound is down. Whee! Okay. Whew. Right. Let's just resize the screen as well. I didn't notice. For some reason, it was a little bit big. Whew. Right, there we go. Frosthound is down. Ice Space is ice, but there's a lot of summer in there too. So that melted the ice. Maybe Nanaka will be better than Ninon against the Twin Knights. Anyway, we will see when we get there. Oof. So, onto this is Obsidian Wyvern, I believe his name. Obsidian Wyvern. So for this, I went in with Wind Magic. I'm maybe worrying that we're not going to quite get there with this, because what we saw there with Frosthound, maybe they have amped up. I did have an Emily as the tank for this when I ran it yesterday. If this doesn't work, we may end up having to put Yori in as the tank, perhaps, because an Emily didn't actually do a huge amount of damage. All the damage came from the 2 ceremonial characters there. So let's see how this goes then. Will we survive? Or will we do enough damage? Because again, I would like to try this team against the Twin Knights. Will we get all the singing, all the doot-doots? Now we have both of them as well. I actually cannot complain with picking up a lot of these permanent characters whilst we've been summoning. Eris doing that, but she's supposed to go down. As she's gone down, it's going so fast we can't see if she's actually lost her crown of thorns yet. I think she might have done, so we don't want her to die again. I'm looking at the damage we're doing here, and I'm thinking we probably don't have enough. I don't know if Theo could tank this and we could put in Spring Suzume as well for a little bit of extra damage. If Anemone is not really doing enough. 24 seconds to go. I think we might be a little bit short with this. Slow it down a little bit so we can see what is happening here. I think we're a little bit short on damage. We're definitely short on damage. So what we're going to have to do is maybe change the team a little bit, or just send in a sacrificial team. So a bunch of characters that we don't care about losing or don't mind losing. And then we'll be able to beat the Obsidian with that team. So one thing we could try is this. That means Suzume is tanking, not Theo. Don't know if she'll be able to do this. Let's see. Let's see, shall we? For science. Hover it over the back out button. If not, we could try it, like I said, Xmas Yori, or just send in a sacrificial team. One way or the other. We can speed it back up again now quickly then, I suppose. Till we see Suzume going down, which is what I'm expecting to happen. Looks like we're certainly doing more damage if we can actually survive this. We don't have any particular defensive or healing options here. Well, so far so good, I suppose. It looks like the Wyvern can't do anything to us. And there we go. With a whole 20 seconds or so left. The Wyvern is down, so there we go. Spring Suzume. Well, we should give her a pat on the head for that one. What a good showing. Jolly good. Jolly good indeed. All of the old British war tropes coming out there. I can't even remember them. But anyway, there we go. Look at that. Well, he didn't even look. She did an excellent job there, Spring Suzume. I am very happy with that performance. So there we go. Now then, we get to Twin Knights. This is where we can see how our teams perform. So we have probably 5 teams that we can build. We have our wind magic we just used, we have our water magic, we have our dark fire physical, and then we have 2 dark teams as backup. So within them 5 teams, surely we can take out the Twin Knights here. Black Moon Guardian and White Sun Guardian. They are level 700 and they have 450 million hit points, which actually doesn't sound like that much. I wonder if Anemone will be better in this one than Spring Suzume. So I wonder, do we? You've done an excellent job there. I think we want to hit the back targets too, so we want characters that can hit all 6 targets to start with. That'll maximise their damage. So let's see how this team does. I don't think we're going to be too disappointed if they're not anywhere near dead by the end of this run. So we might let it go. Is Anemone's getting the rear knight with her? Because some teams we run in here and the front knight dies a lot faster. With this team, it looks like damage is kind of evenly spread between both of them. Suppose that's what we would want for the start of this. Ooh, big explosion there. Another big explosion. But we're hanging in. We are hanging in. We haven't done a huge amount of damage though. Really? It's looking like we might need 4 teams to do this. I'm gonna let it run though, because this is not a bad showing. In fact, the rear knight is taking more damage than the front knight here. There we go, there is our wind magic. Pretty good showing there, I think. Well, we'll take that. Let's send in our 5 physical team then and see how that one will do. Yep, Anemone did actually do quite a bit of damage on that run. So I think probably putting Anemone in instead of Suzume for that fight was the way to go. I think it would be the way to go. Right, so let's go with our 5 physical. And I'm not completely sure, the manager of the team, and I'm not completely sure who's going to be on the team. Those 3 are on the team, but who else is on the team? I have a funny feeling that if we put Nana on the team, Aira is going to die. So I was thinking of trying to run something like this. Now let's see if we can test this then. Get ready to back out when Aira dies and take Nana out and switch the team up a little bit. Maybe just keep it the same. There we go. Exactly. That is what I said. All along, the taunt goes on to Aira and she cannot handle it. So, Really, I don't think we can run Nana in this fight unless we have Cannon or somebody else that's getting the taunt put on them. So what we could maybe do is keep the team the same. Maybe we could bring Ho-chan out of retirement and see if that would work. Or maybe we could even put in for Buki for extra damage. Now I think we've got damage here. So what we're going to do, we're going to try this. If not, we may need to go back to a more conventional setup and put Summonea in as a tank. If Moimi can't handle it, which she cannot, so there we go, there's a bit more testing there. So perhaps we switch it up like this then, and we put in Buki and we put in Summonea. And we see how this does. I mean, we could tank with Cannon and put Nana back in, but them being single target, I don't think they would work that well in this fight. So when I ran this team, there we go. When I ran this earlier, it was for Buki who had the highest physical attack, and therefore she was getting the double union burst from Arachne. Now I don't know if that's really what we want. I think we would prefer to have Aira double union basing. I think we would get a lot more damage that way. But I'm not sure how we could engineer it so that Aira would have the highest attack. Nevertheless, we was still doing a lot of damage until a team wipe there. Oof. Okay, we caught that one just in time. Perhaps we are going to have to shift things around a bit. Maybe we will try that once more, but we'll unset Nefinera, because that usually helps keep us alive when other else we are not. Anyway, keep ready. Get ready for that again. Ready for that attack that wiped us. Otherwise, we're going to need to put somebody else in there that's has some more another barrier of something to try. Maybe this is where. What kind of damage are these guys doing? I haven't actually taken note of that. At least physical. Maybe Salah 3 Siren would actually come out of retirement too. Will be handy for that. That attack we survived, but I think we survived that attack last time as well. If we could at least... No. Still team wipe there. Still a team wipe there. Okay, we're going to have to rethink this. Who could we put in? Maybe Ho-chan. She does have more healing. And does she have a barrier as well? Or with a real HP regen for fire allies. Heal. There is no barrier there, is there? Well, there is a little bit of extra healing, so let's see how this works. With only... Maybe we will keep her on set, Nefinera on set. With just 8 of her damage though, she will be getting double union base. Let's see how we do. If not, we could maybe try a cannon tank, but like I said, multiple targets, it wouldn't really suit cannon for damage. And because we don't do it anywhere near the damage it was before, now we only have 1 DPS on the team. But can we survive this big attack? We survived that a little bit better this time with Ho-chan, so that was helpful, but we still haven't got the face guardian below 50%. I suppose we'll let it run. We've still got 3 more teams to go, and then I thought 5 physical were going to do really good in here, but perhaps there is maybe another setup that I didn't quite think of. But looks like we're going to need a few more teams, and now we're going to lose Aira. We're going to use Arachne. Well, we'll let it run. We will let it run. Well, let me know if you found a slightly better 5 physical lineup than this. I'm sure maybe there is some out there. Aira is on top of damage. And this is what, I mean, it would be nice to have a second DPS. Maybe summer, it's too late now, but maybe summer June would have been an option to tank there. Because she might have done a little bit of damage as well. Maybe we could use something along the lines of Halloween Misogi as well. Anyway, let's send in our water magic team. Let's see if we can get a water magic team to survive the course of this battle. And we're going to try Ninon, I think. But we may end up having to switch. Let's, hopefully we do not drop. Let's get ready to back out again and switch things up a little bit if we need to. Come on, we need to get this first Guardian down a little bit more. I mean, with 2 more teams to go, it would be nice to get them down to somewhere like 30% health for this. I'm sure maybe we could build up another one. Hello, Rase! 2 days behind on this. Well, I think unfortunately, if you miss a day, then you can't catch up. So you're on day 3, so your opponents will not be as difficult. This team is seemingly doing quite a bit of damage, especially to the White Sun Guardian here. We survived the course. White Sun Guardian is nearly down, but spreading damage like this is not necessarily a good thing. Anyway, that team did okay. So now we're going to have to go into reserve dark. 1 dark magic and 1 dark physical. Ninon there, yes, doing most damage on this team. Well, there we go. No drama there, I suppose. And maybe we take down the White Sun Guardian this time, but that might mean we'll have less pressure on us. So now we're going to go into dark. Shall we go dark magic first? Multiple targets. So for that, we definitely want. Well, actually, if we're usually running 2 dark teams, we're not going to be able to use Violet twice. So is this where we bring out Cuckoo Noir for the magic side? Well, Amare will have Alpha Nenica. We'll have Eris, because we can put Grace on the physical team. And do we go for Misora here? Do we go for Ranfar? There was it Misora on. Let's see how it does anyway. And I'm not sure we could borrow in this. Maybe we could borrow. Couldn't play on the first day. Could only log in after the daily reset on the 2nd. So the 3rd already when I could play. That is a little unfortunate, but rewards are good, okay. But I mean, the X4 equipment, I guess that's what they'll be called. I'm not that crucial, I should have to admit. Anyway, this team is looking like it's doing okay. Maybe we can even just finish it with this team. Maybe this team's even better than that fire physical. Because, yes, this team is going to take it out. If it doesn't drop here, probably one of this team is one that you should maybe start with. Because I think it is better than our fire physical. I was putting all my hopes on fire physical. And here we go, dark magic. And we have taken them out. 4 teams. Maybe we could have done that with 3 if we ran this dark magic team first. And if we was running this team knowing we was going to win, we would probably put Violet into tank instead of Kukunwa here. And we may have even got an even better result. Well, there we go. That is the mode complete. Miss out on 250 jewels. That's just suck a little bit. As well, like many, you are pretty low on them, yes. Who was it? I didn't have a look at that. I didn't take it in. So yeah, of course, Summer Amare with the most damage there. But so I wasn't too far behind. So there we go. We have this, well, whatever. Sorry if I hurt your feelings of this piece of equipment, but we don't really need any more clan equips. Thank you. I want to get rid of them all. There's too many of them. And rewards. These are the rewards we want here. 50 clears, so we do get the X4 pieces of equipment. Well, with 3 days, I suppose doing 3 days, yes, you're going to miss out on those 250 jewels there, and these 2 pieces of equipment. But it's not the end of the world. So there we go, that is complete. So hopefully you can do your best with Special Dungeon. I think the last one we had was in May. It was quite a long time ago since we had one of those. And I wonder when we're going to get another one. So what have we got coming up? We don't have a huge amount coming up, do we, over the next few days? We're going to have the Unique Equipment 2s coming up for it is the Xmas, Yori. Oh, it's the Angel Yori and Akari, so we'll look out for them coming up soon. We'll have to try to think of some other things to do, because there's probably not going to be a huge amount of between now and when Clown Battle starts, which is actually, the month is actually pulling on. It is the 18th now, so we are going to have Clown Battle in about a week. So we will find stuff to do within that next week. This is always only going to be a short stream because it has got over half an hour, which means probably a little bit long just for a video to go up. So thank you for everybody coming to watch this little stream here for our Special Dungeon. Good luck with your Special Dungeon runs. Let me know what teams you used to beat this Special Dungeon with, or if you use some of the teams that I did as well. So like I said again, I am Tokkuri Yashi. Thank you very much for everybody to come and watch this. I'm going to go and rest. It's been a long, cold and wet day, and I'm actually quite tired now. So, see you again very soon. Bye.